Just after midnight, Sarah's phone buzzed. A notification. Ethereum had dropped 20% in hours. Her heart pounded. This wasn't just numbers, it was her house down payment. Her dream, vanishing. She'd bought in last week, convinced by a friend it was going to the moon. Now, it felt like a crash landing. Her first instinct, sell everything, cut her losses. Panic set in. Stories of people losing it all haunted her. But then doubt. What if this was just a dip? What if it bounced back tomorrow? The urge to act was overwhelming, but so was the fear of missing out on a rebound. This wasn't just about money. It was about emotion, fear, and hope colliding. Sarah's story isn't unique. Every investor faces this emotional storm. When money represents our dreams, our brains can sabotage us. We become our own worst enemy, torn between fear and greed. The real battle isn't with the market, it's with ourselves. And it all starts with a single notification in the night. Why do we make frantic decisions with money? Enter behavioral finance, the study of how our emotions and biases shape our financial choices. For years, experts thought we were logical, like robots, but we're not. Our brains have two systems, one fast and emotional, one slow and logical. When markets move, the emotional brain takes over, screaming, sell, or buy now, before logic can catch up. This isn't a flaw, it's ancient wiring for survival, not investing. The panic you feel during a crash is the same fight-or-flight response our ancestors felt facing real danger. But in investing, these instincts can hurt us. Behavioral finance helps us spot these emotional traps. By understanding our patterns, we can build strategies to make better choices. It's not about being smarter, it's about being aware, and that awareness is the first step to smarter investing. FOMO, the fear of missing out, drives people to chase skyrocketing coins, desperate not to be left behind. It's a mix of envy and anxiety, pushing us to buy at the top, just because everyone else seems to be winning. But when the music stops, many are left holding worthless assets. On the flip side, loss aversion makes the pain of losing money feel twice as strong as the joy of gains. That's why crashes feel catastrophic. Our brains want to stop the pain, even if it means selling at the worst time. FOMO and loss aversion are two sides of the same coin. Buy high out of greed, sell low out of fear. These emotions lead to the exact opposite of smart investing. Recognizing them is the first step to breaking the cycle. The market's wild swings aren't just numbers, they're emotional roller coasters, and most investors are just along for the ride. Humans are wired to follow the crowd, it's how we survived. In markets, this herd mentality can be dangerous. When everyone's buying, we assume they know something we don't, so we pile in. This creates bubbles. Prices soar on hype, not value. But bubbles always pop. The same herd that rushed in, rushes out. Panic spreads, and prices collapse. The danger? Outsourcing your thinking to the crowd. It feels safe, but the crowd is often wrong. Most optimistic at the top, most fearful at the bottom. Following the herd means buying high and selling low. To succeed, you have to think for yourself, not just follow the stampede. Herd mentality is easy, but costly. The best investors resist the urge to run with the crowd. How do you survive the chaos? Don't try to eliminate emotion, build a system to manage it. Rule 1. Have a plan before the chaos starts. Know your goals and write them down. When panic hits, your plan is your anchor. Dollar cost averaging, investing a set amount regularly, removes the urge to time the market. Only invest what you can afford to lose. If you need the money soon, every drop will feel like a crisis. Diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Crypto should be just one part of your portfolio. Diversification cushions the blow when markets crash. These rules aren't flashy, but they work. They help you stay calm when others panic. The goal isn't to beat the market, it's to avoid beating yourself. Stick to your system and let time do the work. Thriving in crypto means shifting from short-term speculator to long-term investor. Stop checking prices every 5 minutes. Ignore the noise. The real winners are those who find good assets and hold for years. Remember Sarah? Her panic was short-term thinking. A long-term investor sees a dip as noise or an opportunity. Build conviction through research, not hype. Make a plan, automate your investments, diversify, and only invest what you can set aside for years. These habits protect you from your own worst instincts. The biggest risk isn't the market, it's your own psychology. Stay patient, play the long game, and your future self will thank you.